I'm Alex Jones. Riding shotgun with me is Owen Schroyer. I love having Owen and David Knight here hosting their own broadcast, because when I've got super hardcore sources that I've got to pop out and talk to, I can do that. Roger Stone has now talked to the Flynn family. I have talked to my White House sources. And I don't want to reveal too much, but this is so important, I'm going to go ahead and reveal a lot of it. We talked to the Flynn family quite a bit in the last week. They said, listen, we don't want to be cut off from the president. We don't want to be cut off from the White House. My dad doesn't know what's going on. No one will talk to him. They're going after our whole family. They're making stuff up. They're threatening everybody. And Flynn doesn't know why the president never reaches out to him and why the lawyers won't talk to him. The media spun that a week and a half ago, as we all saw, that Flynn's lawyers broke off talking to the White House. That was all disinfo. That's the deep staters, and they're trying to isolate the president. We confirmed that a week ago. We broke that. We reported that here, that Flynn did not cut off his lawyers to the president, and that at first we thought, well, maybe they don't want leakers, and there are leakers in the White House, but it turned out to not be that. It was that the president and his people won't talk to Flynn. And the president's been cut off. But I know, talking to people that talk to the president quite regularly, that the president says the biggest mistake I made was letting go of Flynn. He didn't do anything wrong. All he did was talk to Russia. That's what you're supposed to do. So now they're charging him supposedly for saying that, you know, the president told him to talk to Russia, but he didn't say talk to Russia. Again, like the FBI's God, and if they just say you lied, when these upper-level political FBI people are so corrupt, like Mueller and the rest of them, up to their eyeballs in Russia collusion, it holds no water. It's asinine. But now we know the big breaking news. Huge interview with Roger Stone. I just got off the phone with the Flynn family. They were completely cut off now for 6 months, being attacked, going bankrupt, everybody coming after him. And again, Trump's been totally isolated, or almost totally isolated, in the White House. And they use that to say, sir, don't talk to anybody. Don't talk to Putin. Don't talk to anybody, because, you know, then they can say you're colluding. But then they actually use that isolation to then get the other people to say, see, he won't talk to you. He's not your friend. They're using classical psychological warfare tactics. And the president has known it's wrong that he got rid of Flynn, and he's talked about it. But now, again, they're trying to create this illusion that no crime was committed. We know that. They're trying to create the illusion that a crime was committed, but all they've got is, well, we say Flynn wasn't entirely accurate with us. So now that's the big bombshell, that the president told him to talk to the Russians. This is ridiculous, except so much of the public is low information voters. And they've just heard there's this Russian connection. So if you've ever even eaten a Russian dish of food, it's you know, it's execution. Presidents and national security advisors never talk to the Russians. That's illegal, even though you better be talking to them every day, because of the nuclear weapon situation and so many other things. So this is just massive. This is all they've got. Is Manafort 10 years ago in the Ukraine doing the same stuff the Clintons were doing, or less, actually. And all they've got is this other guy that was obviously in trouble already, Papadopoulos, going in and saying, hey, Russia, 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 being rebuked and over 100 times. And then now they've got transcripts of it all. He's obviously recording it. So their proof is, even in their own indictments, is no, 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 no. The Russians aren't that important. What's this obsession with the Russians, Sonny? I mean, you got all the world, hundreds of countries, because they were in bed with it. They were scared about it. They needed to project it on Trump, on Americana, on the return of the republic, on the return of the stock market, the return of our jobs, the return of prosperity. That's all Russian. That's traitorous. Now, if you go under global foreign TPP control and foreign multinationals run you, that's patriotism. So huge takeaway with that interview earlier. That is a big exclusive. And it's about getting the truth out. They were wiretapping and spying on Trump, on Flynn, and all of it, selectively using it, confusing them about different conversations. Who knows what's true? There's nothing even there. You're supposed to set up those meetings. There's that big takeaway. But then there's also Mueller completely corrupt, killing investigations into uranium one, on and on and on. Tarmac meetings. It takes out, you know, secret Clinton meetings with the attorney general, and then the FBI is more concerned about how to cover it up and make sure this illegal meeting doesn't get out. That's the whole criminal crew that thinks they own and run this country. And that's coming to an end. And they stand in the way of our future, justice, and prosperity. And they need to know the people see through this. So I'm going to make this big point. I'm going to turn it over to Owen and guest and your calls and so much more. Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. They can't indict and arrest the president through some local court because you'd have Travis County that's always indicting Republicans for no reason doing it, or San Francisco or L.A. or New York. That's why there's a separation of powers. It's got to go to the House for the indictment and then the Senate for the impeachment. Then criminal charges can come outside of that. They have nothing. They're a bunch of corrupt thugs working with the Russians. They're jokes. All they've got is hyping you, hoaxing you, fatting you into a manipulation of your own mind, taking these beyond nothing burgers, these negative burgers, these upside down land burgers, and throwing it out there to create this whole narrative of, see, we told you so, to stampede the cowardly, blackmailed, compromised Republicans in the House to go along with the indictment, and then they could get him in the Senate with all those neocon and rhino Republicans. So you want prosperity, you want a future, you want the globalist off your back, you don't want them banning Christianity and forcing 5-year-olds. I mean, you have the Church of England saying they hope the new princeling who's 4 years old is gay and hope he gets a man that loves him. I'm sure they'll try to get that going early so that the Church of England has to accept gay marriage. I mean, it's all insanity, and it's not going to stop till we say no. And these crooks and weirdos and crazies know we're involved in a global exorcism of them. We're getting them off our backs. We're declaring our own independence. They can go off and be miserable if they want. And they're panicking, and this is their assault. And I would look for Mueller from our congressional sources saying that they think the president will basically be toast by the end of December. They'll want to hijack the entire Christmas. But they don't want to say they do it the week of Christmas. Okay? So I predict they'll do it on something like the 18th or 19th. I think Mueller is going to have that grand jury release indictments on Donald John Trump saying that, well, Flynn testified that you did tell him to go talk to the Russians. Okay? And that and other issues, they're going to go after Donald Jr. and others. I predict that we're going to see more indictments, perhaps even the president, by the 18th. So that's your December 1st president. You ready for your other presents Mueller going to give you on the tree? The stock market plunging?
Thanks, Mueller. You really care about America. You're really doing a great job saving America by destroying America.
And he's on the Russian payroll publicly. He would get into companies where you have to make a $10 million investment for nothing. If that isn't fraud, nothing is. While he was the head of the FBI. That guy is a monster pig.
And that's why he is leading this movement with McCabe.
God, he's a sickening. He literally is the sword to stab America in the heart right as she tries to rise again. I mean, I don't have words. This guy is the ultimate enemy. The Russians aren't the enemy. It's Mueller, man. Because he wasn't a Russian agent. He sold us out to anybody that was buying.
I guess now we have to wonder. I mean, Trump already beat Hillary, said that was impossible. Can he trump Mueller? Can Trump trump Mueller?
Well, we should pray for the president. I'm serious. Better get on your knees, folks, because this is God giving us a last chance to really try to turn this country around. If we don't do this, I mean, you look at these men, and you look at the Democratic leadership. They are just evil filth. They know they're filth. Well, they are filth. It's Mueller that said you couldn't investigate Muslims for terror and took Islam off the list of investigated terror groups and made it all about Christians and conservatives. Mueller is literally a hater of this country.
There's a reason why they're going after Roy Moore so hard, because they know that Doug Jones represents one vote to impeach Trump, and they want that vote more than they want breath every day they wake up.
Absolutely right. All right. Please, folks, we need your financial support. It makes it all possible. I haven't come up with new specials, so the biggest specials ever we've had so far. Free shipping, 50% off on all our best-selling items. It's still going, except for some items that have sold out. I'll have new specials next week. They're going to be pretty good as well, but these are here for the weekend now. Free shipping store-wide, InfoWarsStore.com, 10% off if you sign up for auto ship additionally. A lot of these are lost leaders at that level.
Hello, this is Hank Hill, and I'm telling you what, you need to listen to Alex Jones.
Yeah. Infowars.com, yeah.
If you don't watch it, you're going to end up like Jason Adderley's boy. Deal me out this hand, Jason. I'm about to bust. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was the bathroom. Oh, good Lord.
Scanning. Control. Manipulate scientific data. Take over. Blast. Control. World government. Shut down infrastructure. Ship everything to China. Just look at this person.
From the front lines of the information war, it's Alex Jones.
InfoWars has more than 15 YouTube channels and about 3 million subscribers. Our main channel has 1.854 or 1,854,000 plus subscribers. Now, they've been gaming the system for a long time to shut down nationalistic or patriotic media, saying we're right-wingers, saying we're extremists. Well, it doesn't matter who we are. We have a right to free speech, don't we? As long as we don't violate the rules. Well, now Zuckerberg has come out and said he's going to restrict conservative news like Communist China does, calling it fake news. And Google, that owns YouTube, has announced, and they've done it now 2 weeks ago, that they're going to basically make you click the bell in your notifications. We're going to show you how to do that, or you won't get all the channels that you've subscribed to, and you won't get the videos. Now, why are they doing this? It's more than just censoring. They want you to see the videos that they feed you below and beside the videos you're looking at that are corporately sponsored so they make more money. They're taking the you out of YouTube. So we're in this information war, and it's more important than ever that you promote the videos, that you like the videos, and that you send them on to others. Because the answer to the attempt to shut us down and restrict free speech that's openly now happening is for us to redouble our efforts. We're winning the culture war as true classical liberals that made this country great. We're restoring the Renaissance. So again, if you want to get our videos, so you can make your decision whether you want to see them or not. After all, that's why you subscribed. YouTube's had this since they started 12 years ago or whatever it was. And they're fundamentally changing it so you don't get it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is promoting fake news and trash news and establishment news. It's killing real independent news. But we the people, by taking action, can break the back of this system. So please, click on the bell so you get the notifications and so you get in your feed the videos and channels you've subscribed to. I'm Alex Jones for Infowars.com.